right, good morning. So I've got the Skyline here. I just pushed it forward from where it was parked, just so I could kind of get around it a little bit easier. I've got the engine open here. You can see it's still very cold. I brought a infrared thermometer here, so I'll just hit a couple points. Intake manifold about 60 degrees, valve cover is about 61, and get it right on the header there is also about 60 degrees. So you can see it is still completely cold. I'll set that there. Hop in here. So I don't bump into anything. There's a couple of Japanese coins, which is kind of neat. The radio gives a little hello charm when that turns on. Okay, and then we'll kick it over. Now I'm not touching the gas at all. In fact, I'll hop out of the car. The idle came up a little bit. It's up at about 1100, I want to say. Let's see, I'll turn on the lights so you can see that better. And then it drops down to about 600, climbs back up to almost 2000, 1700 or so, and drops back down. So it seems like it hunts for idle a little bit. And again, this is running the factory ECU. So I think it's just not used to. I mean, you've got way more airflow from the intake. You've got an aftermarket turbo, aftermarket downpipe, and so it's trying to learn and work with all of the equipment that it wasn't really designed for. Sounds great. It's got those iconic tail lights. And you can see there's the, let's see, I'll zoom in a little bit. Whoops. So there's the parking brake light, because I do have the parking brake pulled. There's a seatbelt light, because obviously the seatbelt's not on. And then a catalytic converter code, because there's no catalytic converter. There's a air fuel gauge right there in the center console, which is reading 15.7 right now, which is a little on the lean side, so it might just be shy of fuel. Let's see, actually I'll rev it once or twice just to see if I can get it to stall out. Oh yeah, so it hiccuped a little bit there. So it does want to warm up. Gauge shows when we do that. Oh, so it's actually getting a little rich when I first hit it, and then it seems to lean out, or not lean, but go to stoic. So it's still, I mean, it's still very drivable, even like this. Whoops. Bump the throttle there. So if I take this down, going to first, and I'll just do kind of creeping forwards a little bit here. But you can see it still drives just fine. That's pretty much it. That's cold start. See, temperature gauge is still down, so I'll pause the recording and I'll hop back on once it's warmed up a little bit. It's got a fancy camera, so you're looking at the front, which is actually coming right out of the thing itself, and then also the rear, which you can go find that camera in the rear. Let's see here. Oops. So the rear camera is right here. Yeah, I will pause this and I'll hop back on once it's warmed up, and you'll see. I mean, to me, it seems like it acts basically the same whether it's cold or warm. So I'll pause this. I'll come back with the car warmed up and show you what it's doing then. All right, so I got the engine up to temp. Still has the same lights on, nothing new. The air-fuel ratio is down to about 15, which is more typical. You usually see anywhere from 14.7 to 15.2. It just went up to 15.2 there. And let's see, under the hood here, intake is sitting at 75 to 80. The valve cover just shy of 100. Radiators at 85-ish. And exhaust is up to, depending on where I'm pinging it, 280 to 340-ish. Turbo, hot side, 277, 300. It's about the same as the exhaust. So it's all warmed up, but it's running a little smoother. It's not hunting like it was. Come back to the back here. You know, the exhaust is much more of a monotone. Yeah, so that's basically it. As I had mentioned, this is on still the factory ECU. So putting either a like a chip or a flash on this ECU would be one option. I would personally just do some sort of aftermarket, like an AEM or a Haltech or something like that, where you've got full control of everything that's on the car instead of just kind of piggybacking the factory computer or anything like that. But either way, I mean, it starts, runs, and drives and everything now, other than, you know, the little hiccups when it's cold, which we just kind of went through. It didn't die on me, so I was told that it sometimes does. Hasn't happened to me. Not to say that it won't happen, but so far it seems to be pretty infrequent if it does happen. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. So if you have more questions, let me know. I'd be happy to do another video if you want to see anything else in detail or close up or anything like that. So just let me know what I can do. Thanks.